Hey, I think I see what you're saying. I think that's a big ask. I mean, how do you expect me to know I'm dating? How do you expect me to know I'm about to take a 3-hour drive back to college, back to school, back to wherever? Hey, when you get home, make sure you give me a call. Okay, that can seem like protection, right? So I think we're asking a lot for a person to be able to discern. We talked about that earlier, between that being control. What's the other term?
Just care.
Concern versus control.
Yeah.
But to the point about discernment, it's about time, right? And it's about seeing people in different situations, in different scenarios.
Yeah. So I think maybe the way that would look is I ask you to call me when you get home. You don't call me. Do I blow up?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then do I try to hide that under? The reason I kicked out a hole in the walls because of my concern for you.
Right.
Versus
Yeah.
it really being my concern for my inability to control you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a really great example.
Absolutely.
So then this brings back another thing that I always say. You know, my dad, he's got his phrases. I've got mine. So I'm going to share one. I'm going to share one with you. A lot of people like to say that actions speak louder than words. Well, I'd like to go a step further and say that reactions speak louder.
I've never heard you say that.
I've said that.
You say you always say it. I've never heard you say that before.
Well, to be fair, we haven't lived together in quite a 7, 8 years or so. So I have said that.
Okay.
I've always felt like reactions.
You always say it. Is it like you said it once in your life? I'm just, hey, mean what you say. This is what we're talking about right here. Don't just be making words
First
up.
of all, if a tree falls in the forest and you're not there to hear it, does it make a sound? The point I'm getting, just because you didn't hear me say it doesn't mean I'm not always saying it.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
So I would encourage you all to look at people's reactions and to what my mother is saying, which I finally understand why you say this, Mom, where it's like you need to see people in different situations, different scenarios. All your dates don't need to be, let's just go out to dinner or let's go to the park. Your dates need to be, let's go to a game. Let's go to church. Let's go to, I don't know, have a picnic outside in the park or something. Your dates should be different when you're getting to know someone so you can see how they're acting in different settings.
Absolutely.
And then we could go on and on and on about what do you learn. So let's say you are at dinner and somebody is really rude to servers. Who would do that?
I have no clue. I mean, just even if you're not a good person, let's just say on the very fact that like they could spit in your food.
Well, there's no such thing as good people. That's a whole nother conversation. None of us are good people. Let's make that.
What I'm getting,
I hear that a lot, but
yeah, I do hear that sometimes.
but I'm saying like even
we're
if
all
you're
evil, sinful people on
Pathetic
the way to hell without the gift of Jesus. So we're not good people.
I know that, but you understand what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
You. Continue. You were going to say something on that.
I forgot I was going to say when you went down the whole trail. You were
well, yeah, we
being
kind of
rude to the server. Why would you do that?
Thank you. That's what I was saying.
I'll always get you back on track.
Yeah. So that tells you stuff. I mean, how do they treat others?
Right.
Let me say a different way of what you said. Are they basically kind to people?
Yeah.
Even idiot bad people can learn to be kind to people.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be using mean words here. Hey, it is what it is. I mean.
But yeah, it doesn't hurt to be kind, and especially if you want to be with me.
Yeah.
You know, kind, concerned, caring.
Another side of that. So, what about this person? Is this toxic behavior?
Let me see.
So you're not being rude to the person. You and I are at the dinner, right? Now I'm all about getting my order right. Hey, the steak's not cooked like I wanted it. This is not what I ordered. But what does it tell me if everywhere we go, it's never right for you? I hate that.
You
does
do?
That tell? Yeah. So if you and I are dating,
it does say a few things.
Every time we go to dinner, let's say you're very kind, but you can.
To be fair,
is that
Dad,
toxic behavior?
I feel like that's kind of you a little bit, though. Now, it's not every time. It's not every time we go to dinner, but I have seen, y'all, as I have grown up.
Yes, that's right.
I have seen my dad get gift cards, gift certificates to all these restaurants, this and that. And maybe you just speak up more than other people would, but...
Okay.
But to your exact question, because when you first started out, I thought
Let
about
me
you.
distinguish between legitimate. Okay, I ordered the salmon and you brought me halibut. I'm not going to eat it.
Well, that makes sense.
So
That makes sense.
I
That's different.